Hello and welcome to Alive with Amanda. Our question today is EMDR therapy or training worth it? And so I will give you a full disclosure. I am trained in EMDR and I got trained through HAP, which comes into communities or a nonprofit, and they come into communities that have been affected by trauma, and they train like clinicians sort of like at a large scale. It's probably not like the best way to describe them, but that's how I made my way to getting my EMDR training. We had the Stoneman Douglas shooting here, and a lot of trauma therapists came in, provided support, and then a lot of our community have been trained in EMDR. And from just like a clearly clinical standpoint, right? Not a private practice, not a marketing standpoint, but clearly clinical, it's a fantastic training. It really helps you to become trauma informed. There are other great trainings out there that you can take. You can take prolonged exposure, you can take TFCBT. There are other like really popular trauma trainings. But I found EMDR to be really comprehensive and really helpful and sort of like outside of the box in the way that we treat people that isn't just talk therapy. And so if you are looking to add something to your clinical toolbox that will help people sort of move out of the dialogue, right? Move into their body, move into the experience, then I think EMDR is a fantastic modality. I think it is really helpful then when we're talking about private practice and marketing, a fantastic thing to add because people are looking for it. I'm constantly looking at Google keyword planner and seeing if EMDR is being searched in our particular areas. And it is absolutely being searched. Most of our EMDR therapists are full, right? Because it's requested so often. I see requests for EMDR and or trauma therapy all the time in Facebook groups. And so if you are working with trauma clients and you're looking to add a modality, I think it's just like a natural progression for you to do your EMDR training. There are other like cool trainings like brain spotting that's really like coming up. People are talking about it a lot, but it's not as well known. So people aren't searching for it nearly as much as they're searching for EMDR. So I think if you were to take the training and you were to add EMDR to your website, it could really help set you apart and it could really help people find you. And right, like that's a really important thing to happen is for people to find you. So if you have access to Google keyword planner, search in your area and see if people are searching for EMDR, if they're searching for trauma, if they're searching for other modalities to see if this is something that would be worthwhile to you. I'm going to talk to you about the process of EMDR, maybe why it's a little bit more costly than other trainings. But first, I want to thank our sponsor, TherapyNotes. If you're looking for an electronic health record where you can document your EMDR sessions, where you can write your notes, you can take payments, you can send paperwork to clients, you can do all kinds of great reporting functions, reviewing your practice, I highly recommend you check out TherapyNotes. My favorite thing, besides the reporting, is that they have a free, easy way to get in touch with them, ask some questions. I actually had to call them last week. They were very helpful and they sent me follow-up emails and I was like, wow, this is like so great. So if you're the kind of person who does need a little bit of hand-holding, you like to ask questions, you like to get help, I definitely recommend you check out TherapyNotes. So EMDR training is done generally in two ways. It's a 40-hour training. So you're paying for a 40-hour training. You can either do it over 2 weekends or you can do it over 5 days. And then most of the time, the training includes 10 hours of consultation that you need in order to complete your training for EMDR. And that can be really helpful when it's already included. You know your trainer, you know maybe some people that might be in your consulting group. And so it can be really, really great. I really enjoyed my consultation because I got to it's like, mixture of supervision, consultation on EMDR. I was using EMDR. I had to keep track of all my hours. And it was a good accountability to make sure that I really knew what I was doing. I knew how to use the modality. And so I thought it was really great. I thought it was worth it. So if you're thinking about doing EMDR, I highly recommend that you do it. I'll see you soon, everybody. Bye.